Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the Indian monsoon. Monsoon we have studied earlier classes. It's about rainfall. Okay, so the climate of India is strongly influenced by the monsoon winds. How the climate of India is occurring due to the monsoon winds which are blowing from the sea. Now the sailors who came to India in the historic times, in the ancient period also, who were one of the first persons or people, they noticed that the phenomena of monsoon in India, how the monsoons are occurring, monsoon winds are occurring, and what is the direction of the wind, etc. were studied very clearly about the people who came to India for trade purposes, because we know especially they used to sail their ships with the help of winds, so that it was necessary for them to study the pattern of monsoon winds or the winds. Those who came to India, especially Arabs, they were the travelers. They named this wind as monsoon, or this wind system as monsoon, because there is a seasonal reversal of monsoon winds, which is moving from the monsoon winds which are originating especially in the southwestern part of India and which moves towards the northeast of India. Later on it reverses or coming back from northeastern direction to other parts of India, especially to south or southeastern regions also, so that these winds are named as monsoon. Okay, so Arabs had given the name of monsoon, the name of a monsoon. We have studied earlier classes. The word monsoon was taken from the Arabic word mausim, which we often say in Hindi mausam. Okay, the seasons or climatic differences. Now the monsoons are experienced in the tropical area, roughly between the 20° north and 20° south. That means from the equatorial region 0° about 20 degrees north and 20 degrees south regions. Okay, so these are the regions especially monsoon winds are experiencing. These are the tropical regions. Now what are the mechanism of monsoon? We will study here in the today. The differential heating and cooling of land and water. What is the difference of cooling and heating of land and water? We know that when sea breezes are blowing from the sea towards the land, the coastal areas become cooler, and also we can find the differential heating and cooling. Sometimes it becomes cooler and sometimes it becomes a hot wind also. Hot winds also blow on the earth's surface. So these create the differences in heating and cooling of the land and water. Okay, so we know that land becomes hotter when the sun rises from the morning to noon time. When we are calculating, we can find out the land slowly becomes hotter and water becomes hotter very slowly, and comparing the land becomes hotter and it remains for a longer hours also. So these differences in differential heating and cooling of the land and water creates a low pressure on the land mass. India, which is, we know that India has coastal areas, especially in the South India, which is often known as the peninsular India. So it is three sides are covered by water, so that South India is called a peninsular India. These areas are also lying in the peninsular regions experience comparatively high pressure regions. Then another point is the shift of the position of intertropical convergence zone. This we have studied earlier classes, where the northern and we can find out where these regions are, where low pressure occurs in the equatorial latitudes. So these are the equatorial latitudes where low pressure occurs. So this is where the northeast and the southeast trade winds converge or approach together or meet each other. So in the equatorial regions or the tropical regions, we can find the northeast and the south southeast trade winds converge. So this region lies more or less parallel to the equatorial region, but moves north or south with the apparent movement of the sun. So in this region, the shift of the position of the intertropical convergence zone in summer over the Ganga plains, that means India, we know North India or the Ganga plains are lying on the tropical region. We know Tropic of Cancer, which is passing through the middle of our country, middle of India. So this region, tropical intertropical convergence zone, which is in the summer season in the Ganga plain, it is all lying in the regions of North India. Okay, so here normally it is positioned 5 degrees of the north of the equator. Okay, above the equator. It is also known as the monsoon trough during the monsoon season or the monsoon period. These regions get a heavy rainfall also. Other points is the presence of the high pressure area east of the Madagascar, that is in the African continent. Madagascar is an island in the African continent. It is also approximately located 20 degrees over the south over the Indian Ocean. Southern hemisphere, it is lying in the Indian Ocean, 20 degrees south it is positioned. So the intensity and the position of this high pressure area affects the Indian monsoon. That is also one point, how the monsoons are affecting the Indian monsoon. In Indian monsoon is affected these points. Another one we can find out that the Tibetan plateau, we know north of the Himalayas we can find the Tibetan plateau gets intensively very heated during the summer season, because it is very far away from the oceans, away from the oceans. So that plateau region, Tibetan plateau region, which is the south of China, we can find the plateau region. This is also the highest plateau regions in the world also. Its elevation is very high because of away from the sea, and its elevation is high. Due to these reasons also we can find the vertical or air currents are occurring here, that formation of low pressure over the plateau region, which is very highly located, that is above 9 kilometers of the sea level. From the sea level it is located above 9 kilometers. Another point we can find here is the movement of westerly jet stream, which we have studied earlier classes, to the north of the Himalayas, and the presence of tropical easterly jet stream over the Indian peninsula. These are we have studied earlier classes. These two are also the reasons or causing the or influencing the Indian monsoons. Here, apart from these important points, we know that also some changes occurring in the pressure conditions of the southern oceans also affect the monsoon. Apart from these, some other pressure conditions occurring in the southern oceans also affecting the Indian monsoon. What are they? Let us see here. Normally when the tropical eastern south or the South Pacific Ocean experiences a high pressure, also the tropical eastern Indian Ocean also experiences low pressure. We know that now this is the season. We can find out the southeastern regions, especially in the Bay of Bengal, the low pressure occurring. Now Chennai is experiencing heavy rainfall, or Chennai in the winter season, or Chennai experiencing heavy monsoon. Due to this is the northeast monsoon winds, which are blowing back, or a reversal of southwest monsoon taking place. Reversal of southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon occurring in the month of June to September. We have studied earlier classes. Now it is the time, October to December is the time which is the reversal of this monsoon taking place, that is occurring right now in the eastern coastal regions of India, in the Odisha, Andhra and Tamil Nadu regions. Due to that high heavy rainfall or flood occurring in Chennai or the south eastern regions of our country, the coastal regions of our country. So here we know that sometimes in certain years also there is a reversal in the pressure conditions, and the eastern Pacific has lower pressure in comparison to the eastern Indian Ocean also. So these are the two oceans, southern oceans also cause or influence the monsoon in our country. So this periodic change in the pressure conditions is known as southern oscillation or SO, southern oscillation or SO, because the periodical changes occurring in the pressure conditions. Okay, these are especially occurring in the southern oceans, that's why this is called southern oscillation. So difference in pressure over the some of the regions like Tahiti in the Pacific Ocean and Darwin in the North Australia in the Indian Ocean, these are also computed to predict the intensity of monsoon. These regions, what are the pressure occurs or differences in the pressure occurring, that also influence the Indian monsoon. So here we can find another one is if the pressure differences were negative, it would mean below average or late monsoons also. Sometimes we can find, especially in India, South India, southern, southwestern part of India, which is Kerala, gets the first monsoon rainfall in the first week of June. It occurs regularly. Sometimes what happens in the same time it occurs. Sometimes a late monsoon also occurring due to the differences in the pressure also. Sometimes negative pressure also occurring, so that it happens later. Now it would be if below average and late monsoons also occurring in this region. Now another one is this feature is connected with the southern oscillation or SO. It is also called, we can find here another phenomena which is known as El Nino, in which warm ocean currents that flows past the Peruvian coast, and in place of the cold Peruvian current every 2 to 5 years. This does not occur regularly. Every 2 to 5 years this phenomena also occurring in the El Nino, so that the cold Peruvian current occurs here, which changes the pressure conditions due to El Nino. That is also one reason Indian monsoons are affected or influenced by the El Nino also. So when these are connected within the southern ocean, we often say El Nino southern oscillation, ENSO, El Nino southern oscillations. Okay, so these are the factors influencing or affecting the monsoons in India. Now coming to in the next class we will study how the onset of the monsoon and withdrawal of monsoon taking place.